there.
There you go. There you go, brothers and sisters. How are you guys? How are you, man?
I hope you are doing well.
Yeah.
I'm just having a drink from
Crodino.
Crodino.
Crodino. We say Crodino, l'aperitivo intelligente, the intelligent aperitivo. They say, actually, I'm not sure about in Belgium how it is, but we say here aperitivo intelligente. It's pretty good, and I love it as well.
We just say non-alcoholic.
Oh, yeah. Which is not bad. It's just clever anyway, but it's good. It's good. It's one of the best things that we explore all over the world, Crodino. So if you never tried it, just go to the supermarket and ask for Crodino, because yeah, it's really good, and again, it's no alcohol, so it's everything healthy, and you know, it's perfect for you. No sugars added anyway. But this is not the topic of today. Actually, no, we're not talking about Crodino. We're going to talk about something which is a kind of a bit different from the things that I usually deal with. Which is, I'll let you introduce it. Okay.
So little pieces of kits that are truly essential to your studio, that are not plugins, that are not big pieces of gear, just the small items that we keep missing and make a world of difference in your workflow in your studio. And while at it, I encourage you to give us some cool ideas, some cool stuff that you own. Send us some pictures to in the comment section below, and we'll be happy to check them out. And I would like to ask you, are there because I see that your controllers are just a bit, do you use special stands for your controllers?
Actually, sometimes I do, but sometimes not. I'm going to show you one of my favorite things to use it down my, look at that. This. Can you see this? It's a kind of toy, a dog foot, toy dog. Can you listen to this?
Toy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That toy, yeah.
Yeah, it's really it's a kind of gum. I don't know what is it, gummy, and it's really soft. And at the same time, you have a proper grip, so it's perfect for my studio stuff, because it doesn't let you to drop down.
Okay, so you place controllers on them.
Exactly, I usually do, and so there is no risk to let the controller going down, or it doesn't scratch pretty much anything. It's perfect to me. I got 8 or 10 of those, and they work perfectly for my push, for some drum machines around. They are absolutely.
And when the dog bothers you, just like, hey. This
exactly when I exactly.
Instant gratification.
Always. And it's really cheap. But I think you can buy 8 or 10 pieces of this from a couple of euros, maybe less. So the Chinese market nearby here, you can buy it, maybe 10 or 15s right there, and they are really flammable actually, because they, they are really dangerous from other side, because I know you have kids, so the kids are really dangerous things for them. But I think for this purpose is absolutely perfect. So fine. This is my idea. What about you?
First, I would like to ask you once, because I'm sure that most people see on your wall and find you that you have speaker stands and a little bit of audio absorption. So let us know. Because these little things, they are very important.
Okay.
So you have speaker stands here.
Yeah, the speaker stands, probably those are from, I'm not sure about, I think this is from IKEA. Probably you know it. This is from IKEA. Yeah, it's from IKEA. Can you see this?
Yeah, you mean these stands? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, you mean the okay.
The speaker stands, like what your speakers are on.
Oh, those ones. I think they are from. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name. Just let me see, and I'll tell you. Okay, just talk about that. Talk about that. Okay, so we don't have empty spaces. Let's go.
And what about your okay, he's gone. So
okay.
Now you talk about this.
Okay. This stands are from Quick Lock. Do you know
Quick Lock? Yeah,
okay. They are really good, really strong stands for any kind of speakers, and a little bit pricey.
Prodotto d'Italia.
Pardon?
Prodotto d'Italia, just like this.
Exactly, but better than Crodino. They are more expensive than any other kind of support for, but they are really good actually. I strongly recommend it. I think they are one of the best. Mm-hmm. Just like desks, I think they do some desks for studio desks actually.
And I see a little bit of acoustic treatment behind you. What are they?
They are, I can't remember the name of the foam. They are, but yeah, some of them are really cheap. Some of them are really a little bit more expensive, but they are placed over there because an engineer came here, and together with an engineer, we made some studio measurement, about the refraction of the sound, and we placed some of them over there. There is there is a bass trap over there. Probably you cannot see it. You know what it is? A bass trap.
A bass trap, yeah, of course.
Exactly. Which is a very bastard corner in this room, unfortunately. So we really need to treat it a little bit properly. But back in the days, actually today, this is something that I wouldn't do because I see myself more and more comfortable with exactly. And sometimes, maybe for my case, it was just like kind of procrastinating something. You know what I mean? If you focus yourself on building things like bass traps or whatever, yeah, you're right, of course, because they are really useful sometimes, but sometimes they are not. Because if you are a good payer, of near fields or speakers which are really close to you, trust me, you don't need it. You don't need it. They don't influence the way you listen to music. Or better than that, we covered this topic back in the days. But if you have a headphone and some closer speaker, you're done. I mean, you go. So you don't need it.
Well, you can just use a plugin to adapt the sound of headphones and make it a bit more balanced.
Yeah.
But it's whatever sounds good on a decent pair of headphones, the HG25s or the 7506s or the DT77T.
Exactly.
You have a good mix. It's good to see that you have a little bit of foam and everything. And I'm a bit curious about what your Ableton Push controller
what is on?
Flying on.
Okay.
What is it?
Just let me show you if I have another one. But anyway, it's a kind of desk, small desk, taken from the IKEA. IKEA again. It's really cheapy. It's 8 euros maybe, and it works perfectly. They usually sell it for the keyboard, and they are that one, exactly. I got 3 of those.
That one?
Exactly, that one. It's really cheap, and it works perfectly for my, for the purpose of for push, for machine. I got another one here. I'm not sure if you can see. There is one over there. Can you see it? Under the analog.
Yeah.
There's another one, and it's perfect for that, for that purpose. So if you need some stands, easy peasy. Just go to the IKEA.
This one?
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
If you see, that's an essential item for both of us.
Yeah.
And we highly recommend this one. We have different colors, but we'd go for black or white.
Exactly.
I have the big one here times 8, I think. In black, and I also have the smaller ones in white because they are very, very useful.
Really cool.
When you want, for example, some cables underneath, but not entirely, and some controllers that are not are too small for this surface, then you have a smaller one that you don't get to see at all.
Exactly.
On the plain surface. So it's very useful. And you can combine them with a lot of items. For studio controllers like the Ableton Push, Machine Jam.
Pretty much any hardware.
And you just place cables behind it, and you pass them underneath, and you don't get to see your cables anymore.
Exactly.
Especially in the next few weeks, as you know that I'm moving studios myself. Guy, you probably know, you probably heard about this.
Yeah, sure, of course, I do.
I'm going to become a bit obsessive about cable management. Speaking of which, I need to show you something else I use.
Sure, really?
I got this from. It's super cheap. It costs like €8, and it makes a world of difference. At least, voila. And this is this. Do you know what this is?
Oh yeah, I know. It's plastic. Yeah, I know what it is.
It's not plastic.
Yeah. What is it?
It used to be, when you do cable management in studios, they used to use those things in made of plastic.
Yeah.
But it makes everything a bit impractical because, just like me, we are a bit the same. We like to travel with our stuff, with our gear.
Yeah.
And it's not very compatible with, moving your gear. So I have another item that I like a lot here that I wanted to show you in combination. It's this. It's actually a stand on a clamp. And you have this accessory that I use a lot of the time here. This little piece here that you can see. You can do pretty much anything you want with it and adapt a 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch, which makes it compatible with most cameras, but also most microphones.
Yeah, exactly.
And most accessories. It's super, super handy. And because it's clamp based, and I can only suggest you to work with a lot of clamps in your studio. I'm going to show you another example in a few seconds. But you see, you have this. You can adapt this. When you have cables and you need to do a bit of cable management, this comes in handy because you just attach your cable here. You just do that.
Wow, yeah, good. Boom. There. Oh, lovely.
And when done, you just do this, that, and you can reuse it. Fantastic. It's like €8 on the sites such as Amazon, which I got it from, but I don't recommend Amazon most of the time, but for these little items.
Why not?
And another piece, so I showed you this one.
Where did you get that one? Where did you get that one?
1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch. It's also Amazon. This is also Amazon. And they cost less than €15, all of them. And the laptop stand, because we use a lot of laptop stands to actually stack controllers up. And I do this even with my keyboards now because it's very sturdy. I use laptop stands, but you know that they are not always very easy to work with. But because I didn't want to pay for a major, a keyboard stand, a multiple keyboard stand that costs €300-400.
I know.
All I have is these clamps on which I place my laptop stands, and I can even stand them up to 3 in a row.
Wow, that's a good.
And then I just place this with 2 clamps on my desk, and it could be a piece of furniture. I'm a big fan. I'm what they call a collection. You know what it is?
I know.
It's being obsessed about a single piece of furniture here. Which is the squares in which you place your vinyl.
Yeah.
And I have tons of them.
Really?
Actually, in my new studio, I'm planning 6 or 7 of them. God. The squares, the perfect squares, because I love them so much. I even have wheels, systems, and everything. So this also could make a world of difference if you go to IKEA one of these days. The wheels. Because the small wheels from the Alex series, you can put them on the Calyx or anything. Sorry about that. There is a motorcycle outside.
All right.
And the last things, and also a clamp-based, is this one for a microphone.
It's amazing as well.
It's super handy. At least you have the cable, the microphone cable.
Yeah. That's really
inside the stand. So it's very easy.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's really ergonomic. I mean, it's easy to use and easy to exactly.
So do you use pads underneath your?
Yeah, of course. I got something. Actually, I don't have the same stand for the microphone. This is one of my it's one of my favorites. This is really. Can you see this?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite tools. It's not that cheap actually, that kind of stand. But personally speaking, some of our ideas come from a microphone. You know, I think that any DAW can have a kind of function to transform some audio into MIDI. You know what I mean? So sometimes when I run out of some ideas, I start whistling or singing, whatever, and I go to brand new ideas. You know, there is something really good in Ableton Live when you transform something. You know, an audio
to MIDI,
an audio to a melody or an audio to an harmony. So try that out. Or and you know, the microphone, which costs pretty much anything, is a really, let me say, it's a Samsung. It's a really shitty microphone. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It's not a shitty microphone. It's an okay microphone to begin with. There's a lot worse.
This is what I want to say, that you don't need a super professional microphone to get new ideas. Trust me. You don't need
actually, this is going to be one of the main topics on my personal vlog in a few weeks' time.
Good.
Because I found out that one of my microphones, my small microphones that I use for recording here, sounds better than the top brand in this category.
Okay, let's cover that topic. We want to know which microphone is that. Is it Samsung or is it?
So what I'm using usually is some thing from Rode, which is called.
I know. I've seen it.
Okay. Yeah. And now I'm using a cheap knockoff from a German brand that I will not name here because I will keep it for my vlog. But really amazing. I cannot tell you how it costs like 10 euros or something because they're always on.
We want to know this. Anyway, we got to
and you get the windscreens and everything with them. The cables, the TRRS, plus everything. No, I think I paid 20 rupees. And they do a 2-for-1 action, and then you get all of them. So it's
really,
yeah. So
crazy.
This is it for the show because it's already been long here. I guess we are going to see you next week for another episode. Here next Sunday, please.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, subscribe and comment in the section below and let us know what you would like us cover as a topic in a future episode of Talking Heads with the one and only Gai Barone.
The one and only Airwave, aka Loran, or vice versa. Anyway, thank you, buddy. Thanks a lot for having me.
Thanks for watching,
Thank you,
everyone.
guys. Thank you, girls. See you next week.
Bye.